Hi, welcome to the full tutorial for the salon scheduler for Poynt. Today we're going to go over how to use the salon scheduler and how to set up your device. So we're going to jump right into it, make this as fast as possible. The first thing you're going to do when you salon scheduler first starts is you're going to go up here to the pencil and wrench icon. This is your settings icon, so anything you need to do settings wise is going to be here. So let's go here. And right here is the merchant settings. This is going to be the first thing you're going to want to look at when you start up your device. Now here is your merchant token. This token will be used for reporting in online scheduling. Now here are your URLs. So for reporting, if you want to view your reports for this device, this is the URL you use. You type this into a browser and it will work and you will get your reporting for this device. Here is customer online scheduling. So this is the URL you need to give out to customers if they want to schedule for an appointment online. Here is a setting for reminder hours before. So this is set for 24 hours. A customer will receive a text message 24 hours before their appointment starts and he can confirm, cancel, or reschedule this appointment. This is your merchant name, your merchant phone number, and here's the text message that they will receive. Now these are some other settings that you can mess around with on the scheduler. There's a use nicknames for employees. Prompt register, this is not used right now, but it might be used in later updates, so you can leave that to on. Now here are the hour increments. So I can change this to 15, 10, 20, 30. Now what this does is on the scheduler itself, when you go back out to it, that is how it will be incremented hourly for when you look at the appointments. So here's hour height, font size. All these things can be manipulated for the scheduler. Now if you go down to colors, these colors, we'll go more into these later on. You won't understand them right now, but these colors signify how these appointment is going and if it's confirmed, check-in, no-show, etc. So now let's get started. First thing you're going to do is go to service settings. Now it's really important you do service settings before employee settings, just because time issues will happen if you set up employee before service. So let's go to service. Now this is only for the first setup. This does not matter for anything else. So now if we go down to haircuts, I've already set mine up, so you'll see it already set up, but it will show all of the services in haircuts. So these are products. Once you click on a product, let's say boy, girl haircut, let's click on boy. You'll see this button called is service. You must turn this on if you want a employee to be able to use this service and assign it to an appointment. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on right now. Duration, how long this will take the employee to do. That's pretty straightforward. Now here's break. This is the time between, let's say an employee has two customers. This is the break time between cutting hair between those customers. Commission, so the percentage of it, so does he get 1%, 2% of this commission per haircut? And then cost. Now cost is not actually what you think it is. Cost is not the cost of a haircut, of a boy's haircut. Cost is how much it would cost an employee for the materials, shampoos to do the actual haircut itself, and that is in pennies. So if the haircut does not cost anything for the salon or the employee, leave that out. Now you're gonna have to set this for each product, and it's smart to do it at the very beginning and get this out of the way. Make sure all the timings are correct and the commissions. Now let's go back. Now once you have all the products turned into services, you're ready to go on to employee settings. Now for employee settings, here's all of our employees for this salon. Perform services. Once you turn that on, they become an employee on the scheduler. If this is off, this employee will not be able to be assigned to appointments or customers. Performs online. This means that for the online scheduler, where customers can schedule on the website itself, that they will be able to be chosen from the drop-down list. Now let's go into services. So you can select which services and which ones I can and cannot do as an employee simply by turning them on. And same thing for the online scheduler. Turning them on will make them available online. Now, certain employees might do certain haircuts faster or shorter, so you can set custom times here for each employee. Now let's go into here you can set the color for the employee. That's just a preference thing. Now if we go to employee schedule, this is what will happen every week. So this schedule, this is a one-time edit schedule, meaning if an employee has an emergency where he can't show up, you do not go here to change that. Once you've set up all of your employee and service settings, now we can go back here and make our first appointment. Just by clicking anywhere on the screen, it will bring up the appointment tab. Here's where you can choose a customer, service, and the time. So let's make an appointment for 8 a.m. of July 11th. Now let's search for customers. Customers can be searched by name or phone number. So I'll search up a phone number and it brings up all the customers with this phone number. So let's click on Daniel Boyer. Now here are all this list of services that this employee can do. And this is where you would edit them in the employee settings I showed you earlier on which ones they can and cannot do. So if I choose girls haircut, this is 100 minutes. And I can even add another one, large curls, this is 60 minutes. So now let's hit done. Now what it shows is, here's the appointment, Daniel Boyer, girls haircut, the break that I set in the settings, and then next appointment for 60 minutes. So it comes with this icon right here, and this is where you can also change the color in the settings for each employee. Now what this icon means is if you see this icon with the open envelope, open pencil, it means no text message has been sent yet. So the customer has not received a text message. Once this closes, you'll see that means that the text message has been sent to the customer. Now we can go over here. I can show you, I already have some pre-made ones. So here is what it looks like once a text message has been sent. And over here, once the customer replies with confirm, you'll get a checkboard with the check on it. If they reschedule, you'll get a checkboard with a magnifying glass on it. And if they cancel, you get a checkboard with an X on it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now an employee, if a customer reschedules, they have to call you. You must call them or they must call you in order to reschedule that appointment. And if you don't want to wait or they tell you face-to-face that they've confirmed the appointment, you can also hit confirm button right here and it will change the color of the appointment itself. Let's undo confirm. So now let's go through the options of an appointment. We have add to basket. What this does is, let's say you have two different appointments, one for a mother and her daughter. Adding this to the basket like this. And if you make another appointment, let's say for the daughter at 8 a.m., same time. Adding this to basket, see it shows that we've already added one to basket. Let's add another. When I hit the checkout button, this will place both orders on the same order. That way that, since there's only one paying type. So if the daughter isn't paying and the mother wants to pay for both of them, that's what you do. Now we can also delete from basket, delete from basket. So now let's go to lock. Lock buttons just locks an appointment, meaning if you lock it, any changes made will not be confirmed and you can't make any changes. New appointment. This is if someone comes, let's say, gets a haircut, and they want to reschedule for a month later. By clicking this, it copies the whole appointment and you can just change the time. So it's very easy to do that. Now, check-in. Once they have come in, just click the check-in button and then there's the no-show button, which means they didn't show up. It turns the appointment red. Okay, now let's show you the checkout button. This will take you directly, if you wait, it will take you directly to the register on Poynt. Now you simply hit edit order right here. And now here is the order that we just checked out. Okay? And you can charge them everything. This will show up in reporting and everything. Now let's go back to the scheduler. If by chance it doesn't show up, I'll check out this one too. So for example, I just checked out this one, it didn't bring up the correct order. This is an easy fix. We'll fix this in the meantime, but for now, if this ever happens, you go to the top left icon, tap on the latest order right here. And there it is. Okay. So let's say now we want the employee to do parallel services, meaning they can do 2 services at the same time. So you can click down here where you see girls haircut and large curls. So let's click on me. I can change the employee to any of my employees, or I can hit this button right here called parallel service. Check, done. And now it puts the services on the same timeline because showing that I can do the services at the same time. All right. If an employee has a sick day or cannot make one of their appointments or they cannot make their schedule, you change it right here by clicking on their name and by going to time on or time off. So if we want to say I can't show up to work and take time off, you can schedule the time off right here. So we can say they won't be able to make it until 10 a.m. and they can only stay until 2 p.m. If I hit check right here, it shows this time off as a black thing, and then that will organize the whole thing for you. So let's go down and let's start talking about these top bars. This button is very self-explanatory. It's called Today. You click it and it'll take you to the time of the day, no matter where you are on the scheduler. The arrow buttons take you between days, so July 12th, 13th. Now we can go back to the 11th. And the search button will search through all of your appointments that are available. You can search a customer or anything and it will pop up an appointment. And at any time you're stuck, you can click the help button and it will help you anywhere, whatever you're doing. It changes based on what you're doing. One thing I forgot to mention is anything you check out from here will be considered in reports for commission. But let's say you're at the register and you add a product, okay? This will not be added to an employee's reports. You must check out anything you want to be added to commissions from the scheduler itself. That's all for the tutorial. Thanks for watching. If you need any help, you can contact us at help@appheaven.com.